Hey guys, Shane here, Fugatech 3D printing, and it's been such a crazy productive week, and I've had my ups and downs, so let's start talking about it. Welcome back guys. Like I said, it has been a crazy week for me. First topic, let's get to it, is the Geeetech Prusa i3 has officially died on me again. So the Z-axis no longer wants to move when commanded to do so. It will work for some prints and then all of a sudden it will stop working. So it will keep printing, but the Z-axis never goes up or down. I haven't necessarily messed with it too much. The driver could be going bad. I could go ahead and swap that out, but it is actually not behind me. It's down here on the floor, out of my way, out of my face, because I didn't want to look at it anymore. It just made me mad. So that is out of the way, and I hope to work on it a little bit more. I did order the new GT-2560, I think is the number. So I'll correct myself here if I have to. I think that's the number, and I have ordered that in. It is on its way. It'll probably be here in 2 or 3 weeks when I finally get it from China, if not longer than that. But that will eventually take its place on the Geeetech. And the only reason why I am keeping this thing alive is because I get so many views from you guys on the Geeetech projects that I do, and I want to keep that trend going. Clearly me working on that Geeetech is stuff that you guys want to see. That's why you're here viewing. So my next video on that is going to be upgrading it from the Sanguilo Uno board to that GT board. And speaking of upgrades, you saw last week that I got the TCM-2100s stepper drivers for the, well, I got them for all the printers, but I mainly saw them on the FT5. So far, they worked great to begin with. Then they didn't. So, of course, I had to jump on the bandwagon, and this is my hairy lion. But if you can see here, there is just mist layers and layer skips all over the place. The bridging came out fantastic, but nothing else really did. And that was pretty upsetting. I also really don't like the way this model is actually made. You actually, if you're going to print this, little pro tip for you, lower the model by 0.02 or 0.03 to down under your plate on the Z-axis, because the very first layer is spotty. It's not one solid layer. At least not with a 0.4 nozzle it wasn't. At least not in my simplified 3D settings. So I wanted to kind of take a look at this. So let's cut it and see how it turned out, how bad it really is. I think it makes a mess. All right, but here he is. You know, obviously you didn't try to fluff him up yet, but you can really see the layer issues here. And just a lot of layer skips. The bridging, again, came out fantastic, which is really good to know that I can bridge well on the FT5 for these small bridges. I mean, these are only, what, 20, 30 millimeters. Okay, so with the TCM-2100s, I'm using them right now on 16 steps, which is a straight replacement for the A4988s. You just take out that chip, take out all the jumpers, put in the TCM-2100, and let it roll. That is not working out as well as I thought it would, because I'm getting all these layer shifts. So the guys in the Fugatech Facebook group, thankfully a lot of them have already done this. They sent me a ton of things to try, and tonight that is going to be my goal, is to work on that and see if I can get it to work properly. So you have to take out some of the config pins and whatnot. Once I figure out actually how to use them properly, I will do a video, because I feel that the information on that is extremely lacking unless you know who to ask. And I figure if I put up video for that, people will better understand, you know, how to actually configure these properly, because it just isn't out there. So yeah, so that's the lion. Again, I'm not going to worry about his mane right now. I'll do it later. But I just kind of wanted to see what these layer skips looked like and how well he actually came out. And surprisingly, it's not horrible, but the layer skips we need to fix. And it made a huge mess here. My God. Next up is mail from China. So I order stuff on AliExpress because it's cheap and it takes a long time to get here. But I generally don't care because it doesn't really matter. And this was from, I don't even know. But these are, does it say on here actually? Hang on. Okay, so these are the GT 20 teeth pulleys. And these are going to be critical for some upgrades that I plan on doing later. Oh, yes! Awesome. Clearly I haven't opened these yet. These are brand new bed springs that I'm going to use. These are super duper heavy duty springs I'm going to use on the FT5. They actually, now that I'm looking at them, they might actually be too heavy, if that's quite possible. But if that's the case, we will go ahead and up the hardware on the bed corners for the FT5 to like M4, because M3 is pretty hard, or it's not very strong enough, I guess. The knob is very small. We might up it to an M4. I guess I could always print my own knobs and just embed the nut in there. That is an option. But anyways, these hopefully will be new bed springs. Oh yes, and these. Okay, so these are like wool. They have adhesive on the side of them. These are for the MK8-9 blocks, the heater block itself. This is to insulate it. And then you use a little bit of the cap-on tape around it, and that insulates it to keep it from, if you have a fan that blows on it, so like the Geeetech, that was always a problem when I used the MK8 extruder, is I always would lower the temperature. I would have to hold it off. This is because there is no way to control the cooling fan. Originally, I have now modified it, but it works now. Anyways, these are for MK8 or MK9 blocks to insulate the heater block. I got 10 of these for like, I don't know, $1 or something like that. I don't even think they were that. It was from a website called Wish. They had all this stuff on there, and it was like $1 or $2, and there was no shipping. So I figured, however long it took to get here, so what? And actually, I know the springs are from there. This is from there, but these were not. These were AliExpress, I think. And again, they took a while to get here, but honestly, who cares? They come and they're super cheap. Can't complain about that. Okay, now, so I got, as you guys know, you use my Amazon affiliate link. It is amazing. You saw what I bought, 2 months ago now, which was the Monoprice Select Mini. I saved up about 3 months in order to get that. So with the last month's gift card that I got from Amazon, I picked up some stuff here to help enhance me with things on the channel. So I ordered some new stands that'll hopefully help me out. So these are some microphone recording stands, pretty much similar to the one that I have here. These are going to be for doing top downs with my little Lumix camera. So this camera, I did some of my vlogs, actually the Amazon one I talked about when Amazon had pulled the Monoprice Select Mini for a while there. I filmed that on this camera. So I have those, and then this is a WM1 wall mount. So basically this just mounts to the wall or something, and the stands can just go right into it. This will actually be mounted over here on my desk, probably right near my laptop. That way it'll be easier for me to just transport this stand with the microphone already in it over to my computer, and that way when I do the Simplify 3D series, or if I'm going to do some live streams, I can have a good audio quality. Can't say great because it's not great. A good audio quality microphone there, because recording through anything else just sucks. So I can use it for this, or I can go ahead and move my Zoom H1 here, which I'm recording into now. I can move that to be nice and close to my mouth so you guys get nice, crisp, clean audio. That is what all that is for. And then I had purchased a little ball head, and this is for the other stand I have here. And then this is a small adapter that I may or may not need, but I picked it up just because you never know. And then here's the other stand. So this is a full-blown microphone stand. Now this one is for, again, trying other different techniques for filming and whatnot. But this is actually going to be for my microphone. Let's see if I can pull this out. Like I said, so this is a microphone boom stand. I said microphone stand before. So this is a microphone boom stand, and it is super duper heavy duty. I actually really like this. The reviews on it were actually fantastic. So it goes really nice and wide, and it comes with this awesome boom. Oh yeah, that's why I bought it. That's an adapter for this. See, I buy stuff and I kind of forget why I even did it. Oh no! Man down. So you can see it sticking out right here, and this adapter here goes on the end, and this ball mount also goes on the end of here, depending on what I want to do. Now I got this because I want to change I love this microphone. I hate that it's in my shot. I don't like that it's here in the picture. And I don't really like the way the lavalier mic sounds. The one that I have a fairly cheap one. There is one for like $40 that a lot of people say is really, really good. But I didn't feel like purchasing that quite yet because I do get good audio out of this microphone. I want to try and see if I can hook up the Zoom H1, which gets excellent audio, onto here and bring it like right here out of my shot. Well, actually it would be like here, right out of my shot. It would be right to my mouth, pointing right at me. That way I would get crisp audio and nothing would be here in my shot. So that is something that I want to play with, and I probably won't do a video like I did last time. So thank you guys for hanging with me with that last one. I wanted to see what it sounded like, and obviously I heard it before I published the video because I have to listen to the videos before I publish them. But I wanted to hear it and other people to hear it, and just so you guys can understand the things that I test here, because it's not all about 3D printing. Yes, that is the main reason why I do this, but I'm a tinker. I love to tinker with things. I love to mess with things, and improving the audio quality and the video quality and the things that I use and learning new techniques and things like that. That is all about expanding oneself, and that is why I do a lot of things I do. So, long story short, this will all come in handy for some testing that I want to do here in the near future. Let's see what else came in my pile. And then look at these. These are the 6mm rods. These, I bought 2, just in case one came bent. One's a little bit bent. That one's a little bit bent too, but they look really straight. A little bit of deviation. I don't think a little bit of deviation is going to matter. Anyways, these are for the Monoprice Select Mini for the X-axis gantry stabilizer. Now, I did have a guy on Facebook, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. He's helping me out with redesigning the stabilizer that mounts on the side of the Monoprice Select Mini to include the ball mount for the LED bar. Now, Kyle is also the same guy that helped me modify. I shouldn't say he helped me. He did the modification. I just asked him to do it because he's amazing, and I really, really suck at modeling. But he went ahead and expanded it much longer. This is 200 millimeters now, or 190 something. I don't know. It's in the video description, or it's in the description. It'll be in the video description, the link, but the length of this is in the Thingiverse description. That's what we're getting at here. And this is again printed in, this one is an all professional 3D PET G. I wanted to keep it in PET G mainly for these teeth here to keep them nice and solid. But this now fits the smaller width LEDs that I got last week, and I can fit 5 lengths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lengths, which is a total of 15 LEDs. This is nice and bright, and I love it. So I do have a video coming up on how to set all of this up when I actually film it, but this is kind of why I wanted the overhead shot so that I can actually have it right here and you guys could see easier what I'm working on, the tools I'm using, and things like that. I think it'd be really good for tutorials, especially on the how-tos with doing little things like this. I'm really excited for that if you haven't really noticed. Anyways, this is going to be great, so thank you, Kyle, for all of your support. You are my go-to editing guy now. And now that I have this printed, I have the files for the new gantry support, so I'm going to be printing that probably tonight when I free up a printer. They're all off right now, but I have planned prints for a lot of them. I'm working on filament reviews, but I will be printing that, and these I'm happy to have finally. So now I can finish printing the parts and start the video series of upgrading the Monoprice Select Mini. So now here is my, I'll call it the controversial topic of the day. I talked this with probably almost like 20 people replied back to me in the Fugatech 3D printing group, and thank you guys for all tuning in, but I want to bring this out to the broader audience now. I have found an excellent mod for the Cube 3, which I'm now printing on again. I'm using this new mod, and it is amazing because it allows you to use third-party filament. Now, I am unsure if I want to go into detail with how to do it and the folks that made it. Now, I understand that Cubify, or aka 3D Systems, no longer sells the printer. They no longer support the printer, but they do still sell the filament cartridges. So I'm unsure if it is a good idea or not to share how to do all of that. Now, I've been preaching for a while that I wanted to, but now that I'm looking at some of the ramifications, now granted, I did not create this at all. This was simple Googling around and looking at things that I had saved on Thingiverse, and people had updated the descriptions or new comments had came onto them that I happened to stumble on this week. So I am absolutely thrilled that I found that. But again, I'm a little unsure how to proceed. So I would love for you guys to comment down below if you would like to see that, and if I'm going to get in trouble for sharing said information. I don't think I will, because I'm not the creator. I'm just sharing information that I have found. I would love to go through a tutorial on how to do it and modifications that I'm making to the Cube 3 system to make it a better printer as well as you can. It still prints okay in my opinion. I think it prints pretty well. It's just really freaking slow and really, really loud. And that's some of the things I want to improve, is the speed and or the noise level at least. Because that thing, it's loud. Anyways, please let me know down below what you guys think about that topic. So I want to say thank you to the Patreons out there that support my channel. And I did have a reward. So if you donate so much money to me via Patreon, I get to shout out your channel. And I am so sorry, Shay. I meant to do this last week. I completely forgot about it. But I'm getting to it right now. So let's see. So Shay is one of my Patreons. I don't know if people like their last names, but anyways, Shay. He is working on a DIY printer build. I don't know if he's going to be putting this printer build out for the masses or if it's open source. I haven't looked into it too much, but I really want to, because I'd love to see what other people are doing, especially when people build their own designs, or they take a little bit of this design, a little bit of that design, a little bit of this, and they make their own. That is an amazing trait that I think everyone should aspire to be like them, because be able to do that, I think, takes a lot of brain power to do. I definitely can't. I need plans, and I need to be able to build it. I am just not that type of engineer. I'm not an engineer at all. So to be able to do that, is mad props to them. So the Enac 40 is the name of his printer build, and down below I'll put a link down to his Facebook group. And there's quite a few people in there that are working on it and talking about it. So go ahead and check that out. It is a closed group, so you have to request to join. And they have a YouTube channel, which I'll link down below. So if you guys want to check out Shay's project, please see the links down below. And Shay, hey, good luck, man. I hope to see you do good things with your printer. Okay guys, that's pretty much it this week. I've got a lot of views to work on. I finished printing the MakeShaper TPU. So thank you for going with me, or bearing with me I should say, via Instagram and Twitter with all of my TPU prints. I've had so much fun with it. It's just been a blast printing with it and really learning how to print TPU. I still don't have it down to like a perfect science yet. But from when I first started to having super stringy prints to what I can get now, huge improvement, and I'm super happy. It's just the FT5 is now giving me issues, so I wanted to print more with it, but I've got a pile of prints here of things that I've done, and I wanted to print one more maker coin to show where I've come, but I have other prints to kind of show where I started and where I'm finishing that review up at. I have the MakeShaper PLA currently on the Monoprice Select Mini that I'm printing with and testing that out. I have the Toner Plastics Pearl sitting here that is going to be going on a printer. Again, once I get the FT5 issue with the drivers sorted, if they end up taking me too long, I'm going to just take them off for now, get the next print review done, and then work on them again. I can't go too long without having functional printers, because I test filaments here. That's kind of what I do, and that really hurts me. But the Select Mini is working. The Cube 3 is working with other filaments. That is just awesome. So that is a little bit of things going on. So you should have seen a new episode of Understanding Simplify 3D. I have more filament reviews coming out that I've already edited and got up to YouTube. It takes a while to upload, so I try and get a few up there and then schedule them out. But all of that is coming out soon. And then this weekend is going to be all MakerBox from last week where I received it. Did not have a chance to print with it yet because I have other things going. And that's pretty much what's going on for the next week or so. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. I enjoy making these vlogs. It gives me a chance to, say what's on my mind and say the things that I'm working on, what you guys are doing for me, the things that you guys have helped me with. Shout out to all you guys out there, especially the Facebook groups that help me out so much. Again, I'm learning all of this the same as a lot of other ones are. So the things I learn from Facebook and for YouTube comments, and you guys that are commented about some of the drivers from the last video I did. Thank you for all of that. Some of the info I didn't know, some I kind of knew, but you expanded on a lot of it for me. So thank you very much for all of that.
So thanks for watching, guys. And sorry I have to finish the video up like this. Apparently when I was recording, this last minute of my video got cut out. So I'm now coming back downstairs to re-record this last little bit. So thank you. If you liked this video, please give it a like. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Let me know down below what you didn't like about the video. I would love to hear from you. So if you guys want to help me out, there's lots of different ways you can do that. The main way is subscribe right here down below. All the subscriptions do really help out. I appreciate everyone that subscribes and comes back to watch more of my channel. There's about 60% of the views that I get on average that are not subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber and you like this video, please hit that button. You want to support me with some money? You can do that via Patreon. Donate me $1 more. I greatly appreciate anything and everything that you guys give me. My current patrons, thank you very much for your love and support, and I hope to have more of you on board in the future. There's lots of affiliate links down below, so go ahead and check those out. Update your bookmarks. It costs nothing for you to use those. It all just gets me a little bit so I can, again, buy some of the stuff that you saw here on the video today. Right down below me, there's going to be a couple videos. You guys go ahead and check out my vlog playlist. Go ahead and check out some previous vlogs and just another random video that I decided to put down there. So thanks so much, guys. And as always, happy printing.